You can stay on that same square, or you can open it once and write on another square. Clarity, focus, and execution. I'm blessed to have a business coach, Tony Jerry. He's written 38 books. He's a coach to the top 500 CEOs in the world, and he wrote a book called Strategic Acceleration, which is basically one principle. Without clarity, you cannot focus. Without focus, you cannot execute, and if you don't execute, you will not win. Does that make sense? You have to have clarity. Sometimes clarity is just simply self-awareness. Sometimes that's where it needs to start. All the fancy tools and the digital stuff and social media and Facebook fan pages and all that stuff that's out there means nothing if you don't have clarity and a complete vision on where you want to go, how you're going to get there, and what are your internal programs preventing you from making it happen. You guys believe that you're programmed a certain way? Yes? So you know what happens with change? Anybody been on a boat? A boat in shallow water. Okay, boat in shallow water, you put an anchor down to the bottom. What happens to the boat? It moves. What happens if you increase the depth of the water and you drop the anchor further? What happens to the movement? Does it move further? Absolutely. Superficial change happens all day long in people. The only way you're going to change behaviors, thoughts, routines, what's up here that's preventing you from being successful is to figure out what the heck that anchor is rooted to, rip it out of the ground, and go plant it somewhere else. Is that going to be fast? You have to be very self-aware to get there. All right. Next. How many of you work? Any entrepreneurs in the room? I love you. How many of you work tirelessly? Yes, 24 hours a day. How many of you don't take care of yourself? I'll tell you, I've been there. I've been there. November of last year, I was 69 pounds heavier than I am right now from building a company. Didn't sleep, worked 24 hours a day, didn't take care of my body. Think about it this way. In your life, you have 8 primary areas of your life. Success in one will not accommodate for failure in another. You have to take care of yourself in many different ways. All right. We'll come back to that. First, so go ahead and open your papers up all the way to the top. First thing is, you must measure source. And we are going to fly through this. You're going to fill in the blanks. Source. You've got to know where your business is coming from. A lot of times I hear guesswork. I'll hear people say, Facebook doesn't bring me business. Well, if you don't track it, you can't estimate. You can't guess. If you are not specifically tracking the source of all of your business, you don't have an opinion. You can't. You sure shouldn't have an opinion that actually makes you make decisions within your business. So we're going to run through source real quick. I'm going to give you my sources. Okay, first one on there, write down Dallas Business Journal. Write down Dallas Business Journal. Events like this. Strategic partnerships, write that next. Strategic partner is somebody who has a database full of your ideal clients, but they sell a different product or service. If I gave you the option today, I'll give you a client with an open checkbook, or I'll give you an individual that has a database full of your ideal clients, but they sell a different product or service. Which one would you rather have? You'd rather have this one. What do you do all day? You only go for this one. There has to be a very specific and measurable plan for identifying, locating, and securing strategic partner relationships. All right? Next, networking events, right here. This is what the Dallas Business Journal is doing. They're bringing together businesses with like minds, bless you. And they're giving you the opportunity to network with each other. How many of you came with more than one person from your company? How many of you sat right next to them? Shame on you. Next. Customers. Number one source in your business should come from existing customers. Why? Because you should have a process of creating a customer, turning them into a friend, and converting them into a fan. Customers, friends, and fans. There's a whole day training on just that.